So one of the aspects about Buddhism is the tradition sometimes calls itself the middle way, the middle path. And when you study the life of the Buddha, what you find is kind of a metaphorical way of understanding that middle way. He starts out as a prince in kind of a northern kingdom of India, probably a very sort of well-to-do upbringing. According to the tradition, he had everything that anyone could possibly want in that tradition. So that's one extreme of kind of living sort of out of one's self-indulgence and one's desires and that sort of thing. And then he renounces that life, and he followed a path that was prevalent during that time, of renouncing family, wealth, everything that you have, and pursuing this very ascetic ideal, living in the forest, living on a minimal amount of food, and so forth, and focusing strictly on very sort of certain kinds of meditative, contemplative practices. And he finds that wanting. So he ends up, and what's unique about him in his context is he ends up finding this kind of middle path between these two extremes of self-indulgence and self-renunciation. And that's what I think makes him somewhat unique in that tradition, in that particular context. And that's why the tradition comes to be known as the middle path.